Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. As we head into Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, I've already released my spread and total pick for the game. However, back again for some bonus prop betting picks from Bovada Sportsbook here this evening. I've picked 3 player props from their daily specials. I think all 3 of which hold some really nice value here tonight. So we'll start it off with Tristan Thompson, who has an over-under for rebounds this evening at 10.5. Now this may seem like a pretty high number, maybe though actually right on where it needs to be this evening, with Tristan Thompson really upping his game immensely in the semifinals against the Chicago Bulls. Thompson averaged over 11 rebounds per game, crushed the Bulls on the boards. I mean, the guy gets 3 or 4 rebounds per game just on sheer will and determination alone. At 10.5, I think the number is pretty sharp, but I think the over also has some value here this evening, with Thompson potentially being matched up against Al Horford. He's a lot quicker than Horford and a lot better, a lot bigger of an athlete, can jump a lot higher. When the Cavs go small, which I think they will have to tonight, I don't think Mozgov's going to see a lot of time in the game here. Thompson's going to move to the 5, and that's going to put him in prime position to grab a ton of rebounds here this evening. He already owns a 13 rebound game against the Atlanta Hawks this season in a game where he played 40 minutes. So I think we're going to see a similar style of outcome if indeed he gets the minutes tonight, especially if he can play it at the 5 position. So I'm going to go with over 10.5 here at -115. Next one I have for you is another power forward, his counterpart on Atlanta, Paul Millsap, who has an over-under for points, rebounds, and assists tonight from Bovada at 28.5. Now it might seem pretty low for a guy like Paul Millsap, who sometimes I refer to as the Hawks' best player. He really has the ability to have some huge games, especially in these 3 big categories here. The guy can pretty much do it all. However, his big games have kind of been few and far between here in the playoffs, and especially against Cleveland this season. Doesn't match up too well against them here, especially with LeBron James defending him here. Now, he has had one big game against Cleveland that's kind of skewing his numbers a little bit. He dropped 26 points against them. However, that was the first game of about a 2-week little vacation for LeBron James right around the new year. So the only game he didn't play against the Hawks was the only game that Paul Millsap has had above 20 points against the Cleveland Cavaliers this season. He's averaging only around 25 to 26 points, rebounds, and assists against the Cleveland Cavaliers in games where James plays. So I'm going to go under here at 28.5 at +105 with some nice value on that one. Finally, I think this one is probably my favorite play of the night here with prop betting picks, and it is Al Horford, Millsap's running mate in the Atlanta front court, at 3.5 assists tonight and a total this evening from Bovada. This is absolutely too low of an assist total for Al Horford. Do you know why the Atlanta Hawks are in the Eastern Conference Finals and came out of nowhere this season? It's because Al Horford came back this season healthy and has played the entire season healthy, and that has really boosted the Hawks. He's not their best player, but he's by far the glue that holds the whole thing together, and his facilitating is one of the big reasons why I think they've taken a big leap this season, and he is going to be called upon a lot, especially with Timofey Mozgov in the game, to control the paint from the high post, either take Mozgov off the dribble or make the right pass out of some double teams that could come his way out there at the high post. So with Jeff Teague not much of a facilitating point guard, Horford has really set a career high in assist percentage this season, which is the number of field goals that he assisted on while on the floor, at 18.6. And this season in the playoffs, that's only jumped up to 21.4%. So I'm going to go with Horford over 3.5 assists tonight, -115. Those are your NBA prop betting picks for the Eastern Conference Finals game number 1. Best of luck to you on all those 3, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.